welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, hello, my name is Mika. Thank you so much for stopping in. So, heart to heart, let's talk about your pride comes before the fall. So, I know you all have heard that somewhere before, but it's true. Pride does come before the fall. Those moments when your mind and your vision of yourself is so inflated that you feel like you don't need God, you don't need anybody else. You have everything in control. You have control over your destiny. When you forget about the people who help you along the way, when prayer is no longer a part of your daily routine, when giving thanks and having a thankful heart is no longer in existence for you, you know that you have a lot of pride and you're going to fall hard. There's moments where you get into a space where you are really excited about something. That's fine. That's not prideful. Being prideful is when not only are you excited about that thing, but now it's like you have an inflated ego and you no longer are humble. You feel like now you made it. Things are going to go your way. You call the shots. You don't need nobody. People should bow down to you because now you are at a whole new level of success. You're doing the things that you've always envisioned for yourself, the things that you have prayed about and the things that you were humble about at one point, you no longer are humble. That's when you become prideful. When you know that you're struggling with something, but you don't want to ask for help, and now your children are suffering. Let's say you need financial help, you need some groceries, you need gas to get to work, and you're not asking for the help. It pours down into your family. Now your children are suffering because now they can't eat, or now your bills aren't paid and you guys are at risk of being put out of your home, or you have your electricity cut off and things like that. That's another sign of being too prideful. That's when you're like, it's either one end or the other with pride. It's either the extreme end, which is your ego is so big you can barely fit through your front door. Things are happening in your life and you feel like, yes, it's finally happening, and you forget how you got there. And you start to act like, I'm the best. Like, you start to kind of turn your nose up a little bit when you start to feel like, when you see other people going through something that you may have went through yourself, you start to feel like, that would never be me, because you forget that was you at one point. You forget where you came from. You forget that was your life at one point. And now that you're up higher, and now that things are going smooth in your life and you're not struggling anymore, now you're looking down on the people that you should be helping. I think a lot of people tend to like to get to where they're going and not put their hand down for the next person to come up the ladder. We just like to feel like we made it, so we're good. But in reality, our lives are supposed to be used to help other people. And so when we make it through something with the grace of God, we're supposed to reach our hand down and help someone else. But that's not the way the world is. We get too much pride and we feel like, I made it. I had to go through X, Y, and Z to get here. Then you need to do it too. And that's not what God said. Not everybody's dealt the same cards in life. So just because you got there that way doesn't mean the next person is. Sometimes you need a little help. And then the other extreme is when you know that you should ask somebody for help. You know that you need to let someone know that you're going through something, or that you really need help with something, but you're just like, I'm going to do it myself. Both ways, it's just dealing with self. You're just so prideful that you're like, I'm not letting nobody know my business. I'm not going to let somebody know that, I need help with this. You're going to go look for a house. You don't even know how to even do it. You have too much pride to ask somebody who actually does have a house, how did you do this? What should I be looking for? What areas are a good area? So you go out here and you go sign your name onto something that could be completely disastrous for you. A place that you hate calling home. And what's the very thing that happens when you do that? People in your life are going to say, why didn't you ask me? I could have told you that. I could have helped you. And now you feeling kind of dunce because you never asked. And all you had to do was ask. God allows people in our lives because He knows that we need help. We need each other. Stop being so prideful that you're not willing and able to be taught. because it will hinder you in the end. And like I said, if you have children, if you have a spouse, anybody who's living close-knit to you, it is going to affect them as well. So don't be selfish. If you need to ask for help, humble yourself. Ask for some help. It's okay. We all need help. We all need help. You don't have to go and just pour out every personal thing that's going on with you. But you say, hey, you know what? I'm falling behind on a bill. You know, can I get some help? Do you know where I can go to get food stamps if I need it? Do you mind loaning me some money? Do you mind showing me how I can make it where you are? How can I get a house too? How can I, you know, get into that certain career that you're in? It's okay to ask. How do you know if you've never done it? You have to learn. You have to get help. You have to be willing to ask the questions that's necessary to help you get to the next step. So put the pride aside, because every time that you walk into a position or into a situation with pride being at the forefront of your mind, it always goes disastrous. Like I said on the string where you don't ask for help when you know you need it, guess what? Not only are you going to sink low, but you also are going to have to deal with the consequences and the constant mental torture that all you had to do was ask. And now you dug an even deeper hole for yourself. You're still going to have to ask for help. It's just going to take longer now, because now someone has to help you to get out of the hole and then help you back from the point that you were at one point, now to get a little further, now to get to the goals that you're trying to get to. And then on the end, when you have an inflated ego, you're going to come crashing down so hard and so fast because your ego's so big and you feel like, oh, I don't need anybody. You forget to be thankful. You forget to help other people in need. And so one day, you never know when it is. That's the crazy part. You never know when it is. You could be on that high horse for 10 years before it happens. But one day, those same people that you didn't want to help when you got up high, the same guy that you stopped praying to, the same friends that you cut off because you no longer needed them, you're going to be back on your hands and knees crying and begging for them all to come back and to come help you, feel sympathy and empathy for you. So just don't do it. Remember that at any moment, things can change. It can drastically change for the worse or for the better. But you got to remain humble. Guaranteed it's going to change for the worse if you are living in pride. Get out of pride. Pride is not your friend. It is there to destroy you because it makes you lose people. Think about how many people in your life, I'm sure you encountered people, if you have not been this person yourself, that's had too much pride, and you either push people away or you decided to stop hanging out with certain people because their pride was just too big. It makes you lose people. And it also makes you feel like you're alone when you're really not. So really think about it when I'm saying, y'all, if you have pride, please let it go. Please, it does not benefit you in the end. Be humble, be blessed, help out somebody, ask for help. Pride is ugly, let it go. But let me know what you think. Leave your comments in the comment box below, or you can send me an email. Let me know what you like to hear about, what you like to talk about. Let me know your opinion. These are my opinions, so it's not to be taken as 100% facts. This is just my experiences and my opinions and my feelings on this. So you can add to it. I won't be offended. Just don't be offensive. And make sure that we're being polite and courteous in the comment box, because we are not here to drag one another or to look down on people or to try to make fun of people for thinking the way that they think. We are here to just uplift one another and offer each other different ways and different perspectives on how to look at life. So y'all let me know what you think. We'll keep the conversation going, and we will talk next time. Bye.